Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I want to use the XL Pepples mold, the Cascade mold from MoldsandShapes again. And yeah, I just love this mold. I love it very much. And I want to do a web effect. And it's very challenging to do this effect in this mold because it's not it's not like a round mold. You know, it's not having the same measurements at all the sides. So I'm very curious if I succeed. I'm starting here with my clear resin. I mixed the ultra cast resin, which is a medium viscosity resin and has a working time from around about 60 minutes. And I'm pouring my first color, and the first color is a pigment paste, and it's from Petra Jungblut. And it's called Magic Blue. Yeah, there I had troubles because of my cups at the side. So I was already a little bit annoyed because I didn't pour very accurate at this one side. But anyway, so this is the Magic Blue, and it's a nice dark blue with a sheen of purple. So I really like it. And my second color I'm pouring here is the Aura Blue. It's also mica powder from Petra Jungblut, and it has this, you know those interference colors, which have a gold or the pearl color, and this has this nice blue tone, and I really like this. And you saw I poured it at the edges, but also along the sides where the blue is. And now I'm just using my clear resin and I'm pushing my colors to the edges. And of course I'm hoping, because I'm using medium viscosity resin, that my rim is not going to be too thick. I wanted to have a rim, and from the rim I would like to have the web effect, that it grows from the rim to the center. But this is also always something you're dreaming about, what's in your head, and you hope that it works. Anyway, do you see the effect of the interference blue? It's very beautiful. I really like it. And then I thought, because I already mixed my glitter mix, I used a lot of bluish colors, that the blue might be a little bit too much, because these colors turn out a little bit more like bluish purple, and there I was not 100% sure. And now you see me using the rest of the pigment paste which I mixed, and then I'm using the rest of the interference blue. And then I'm taking the last color which I've mixed, and this I will show you in a second. But I love this interference blue. It's like a moonstone blue. I really adore this. So this is the last color, and this is the blue jasmine, and I have used it for my last angels, and I really like this tone. It's very beautiful. And it has also this blue purplish tone, but lighter than the pigment paste I'm using here. And I thought this might match together with the colors I've been using. But I was still doubting about my center mixture. So I need to see what I will be using. You see, I'm doubting, and I'm gonna search some purple stones, which I add to my glitter mix, because I had the feeling there needed to be a little bit of a purple sheen as well, and then my bluish colors will mix or will match to my tray. And there are the stones, and I just add some, and then I can take care for my center. Sometimes you start mixing and you think, yeah, it will match, and then you find it doesn't match. And then you need to do something. You need to either mix something completely new, or you just add another color and then it's okay again. But this mixture is glass stones from Petra Jungblut. There are glitter I had for ages. There's a holographic glitter in blue in there. There are stones in blue. There's everything in there which I found and which I thought could match. And now I'm just taking care that I spread out a little bit the center. I make it rather chunky because it's a big mold, and I think it looks better when the center then is a little bit more chunky. But this is always a thing of preference, how you like it. Sometimes I'm not too good in placing glitters. Other people can do this much better than I can. This is what I always think, but yeah, anyway. And now I'm just using up all the resin which is still in my cup, and then I can let the resin do its magic. I also take care that the rim touches, the resin touches the rim at the third cascade, so that I have all the 3 steps of the cascade mold. When I'm sounding a little bit strange today, I'm sorry, but it seems like I caught the flu. My voice is not 100%, and yeah, anyway. So there's now a time lapse, and the time lapse is a little bit longer than normal because I really let my pour sit for almost 1 hour, and you can see how it's traveling. It needed its time. Sometimes I'm using the heat gun just very slightly, not much, so that the resin gets a little bit more of a push and that I can get rid of some of the bubbles which were on the surface. But you see, the resin is traveling and I'm very happy. And this is the next day. I can demold. I'm very curious. I'm really very curious how this is gonna turn out. What I didn't mention at the beginning, and now I just remember, I also added some chameleon pigments to my pigment paste, because the pigment paste I mixed very lightly, and I added some chameleon pigment which shifts from blue, purplish to pink. So I'm sorry that I forgot to mention it, but it's because of my flu, so I'm really sorry about it. But I've mentioned it now, and look at this. I really love this tray, and I love the colors and the web effect and the glitter mix that gives so much depth, and you have a very fine crackle effect at the outside. It's not the typical crackle effect, but it's very beautiful. And I shaped it to a bowl, which I really like, and just have a look at these colors, and yeah, I just adore this pour. I adore the colors, and I'm so glad I added the purple stones to my glitter mix, so it really matches the whole bowl. Anyway, with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Bye bye.